do all of you guys know atomic numbers 1 to 20, all the elements from 1 to 20? Let us look at atomic numbers. So I'll just write down for hydrogen, or I'll just write down atomic numbers over here: helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum. Okay, so as of now I'll just write these many. And tell me the electronic configuration for hydrogen, please.
Ma'am, only one.
Only one. Very good. Very good, Vatsala, Unmana, Priscilla. All right. Now tell me the electronic configuration for beryllium, number 4.
2 and 2.
2, 2. Very good. Electronic configuration for nitrogen, number 7.
2, 5. 2, 5.
5. Very good. Atomic number for, electronic configuration for neon, number 10. Very good. 2, 8. All right. For magnesium, number 12. Very good. Unmana, Arna. Vatsala, did you understand why it's 2, 8, 2? Yeah, Priscilla, what is your doubt? Priscilla, go
Yes,
ahead.
ma'am. Like in the periodic table, why is this like a section which is like out of the periodic table? I think it's called anthracite
And lanthanides, yeah. So that part of the periodic table, basically those they have properties that are not similar to, basically elements in the periodic table, they follow a particular set of properties in their increasing order, or increasing order vertically and increasing order horizontally. But these elements have some exception in their properties. So all of these elements with a little bit of exception have been collected and put separately on the bottom, outside the periodic table. Now,
then why did they give the numbers like in between?
they give the numbers in between because that is how many number of protons they have. They can't simply give number whatever they feel like. Depending on the number of proton that element has, that is the atomic number that is given to it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Sentence to keep in mind to remember the atomic numbers till 20, like the first alphabet of the word to remember. Yeah, Unmana, do you want to share that with all of us? Hi, hello. Look BBC News on Friday night. Okay.
Ma'am, I didn't understand.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, now I get it.
Hi. Hello. Look BBC News on Friday night. What is the other one?
Ma'am, what is Kaju Kathleen?
I think it's like Kaju Katli. It's a play on word for Kathleen. Basically, when she says Kathleen, it's for calcium.
Yeah, I understood that.
Yeah, Kathleen is kind of like Kaju Katli, but magnesium, you guys answered 2, 8, 2. Okay, what is it for? Let's see, 14, 15, 16, 16. Atomic number 16, sulfur. And I want you to tell me atomic number 20, calcium. I want the electronic configuration for both of these. Very good. 286. Yes, and 2882. Excellent. All right. So 2, 8, 6, 2, 8, 8, 2. Now let us look at the valency. Valency of hydrogen is basically how many atoms do I either need to, hydrogen can't lose that one atom. So how many it can, but in order to attain a stable configuration, it has to gain one electron. So if it gains one electron, it will satisfy the duplet rule. So if it gains one electron, it satisfies the, yes.
Like we learned the duplet and octet rule, right?
Yes.
So then the octet rule says that either you can remove the like the atoms which are in the valence shell, or you can get it, right?
Correct.
To complete the valence shell. But hydrogen does both, and duplet rule doesn't say both.
Hydrogen does both, meaning
Hydrogen takes electrons and it gives electrons.
so hydrogen does give electron, but when it gives away that electron, it is not stable. So it requires hydrogen needs to have 2 electrons in the K shell in order. Yes.
Ma'am, but most of the cases hydrogen gives only. It won't become hydride. It mostly becomes hydrogen ion.
It mostly becomes hydrogen ion.
Yeah, like in water, it gives away hydrogen peroxide. It gives away.
Yes.
And
Yes.
in
Very good.
hydroxide also it gives away.
Okay. All right. So we will study about it. Just bear with me 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So let's say over here, hydrogen has 1 electron. It has to either or lose 1. But in order to satisfy the duplet rule, I will say it has to gain 1, so that there are 2 electrons in the second shell. I'm sorry, first shell. Okay. Now, if there are 2 electrons, it has to gain. So valency will be -1. Why is valency -1? Because it has gained an electron. Any electron is negatively charged. So whenever you're gaining electrons, you're gaining negative charge. If you are giving away electrons, meaning.
Ma'am, why does argon have valency 0?
Yeah, so I answered this question on the app. Somebody asked, did you ask the question on the app? Yeah, so I answered that question on the app, but I will go over it again. So I'll come to argon in some time. So let's just say the valency of hydrogen in this case is -1. Now, there are also cases where hydrogen can also give away this 1 electron. And in that case, hydrogen has a valency of +1. Okay. Now, I know the duplet rule does not say that, but the duplet rule states that it needs to have 2 electrons in its innermost shell, or the K shell. In that case, it needs to have 2 electrons in its K shell when it is the outermost shell, right? But in this case, in case of hydrogen, it is not stable when it loses that 1 atom, 1 electron, but it is slightly more stable than itself. Okay. So yeah, at this point, we'll just leave this as it is. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one, helium. Helium, I know, has atomic number 2. And its electronic configuration is also 2. This is satisfying the duplet rule. I don't have to do anything. It is already stable. Its valency is 0. So why is the valency of helium 0? Because it has 2 electrons in this shell. Okay. It does not need to take any more electrons. It does not need to give any more electrons. Okay, so because it neither has to give or take any electrons, the valency is 0. Valency, when is it +1, +2, +3, +4? When it gives 1 electron, gives 2 electrons, gives 3 electrons, gives 4 electrons, gives 0 electrons. Again, -4 takes 4 electrons, -3 takes 3 electrons, -2 takes 2 electrons, -1 takes 1 electron, 0 takes 0 electrons. So helium takes 0 electrons, so valency is 0. Neon takes 0 electrons because it is already satisfying the octet rule, so valency is again 0. Similarly, argon, atomic number 18, electronic configuration 2,8,8, already satisfies the octet rule. So it does not need to take any more electrons or give any electrons. Therefore, its valency is 0. Does that answer your question, Arna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Arna, it doesn't always means that valence electrons are valence electrons means valency. No, valence electrons does not mean valency. For example, if you look at atomic number 7, atomic number 7 has 5 valence electrons, but it takes 3 electrons to be stable. It takes 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. And if you want to be specific with the sign, it is -3. Even though the number of valence electrons are 5, its valency is 3. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. But my doubt was that if argon's electronic configuration is 288, I know that it's satisfying the octet rule. So then its valency could be 8. But now I understood that like if any atom is satisfying the octet rule or the duplet rule, the valency will be 0.
Yes. So here's the thing. Argon valency is not 8. Argon valence electrons, number of valence electrons is 8, but valency is 0. Clear? All right. Ma'am, what are we discussing? We are discussing valency, Bhavya. All right. So we have understood what valency is.